Hello, my name is Terry Ellis. I'm an independent audio reviewer from the YouTube channel and website Pursuit of Perfect System. And Elite Audio have asked me to take a look at a brand new flagship hi-fi music server that they are really excited to be offering to their customers, the Antipodes K50. Let's take a look at it. Antipodes are a New Zealand-based high-end hi-fi manufacturer that have been in business for over 16 years, and they've been making computer-based music servers for nearly a decade. The K50 that I have here is their flagship product, and it features lots of their design technologies, including their R1i digital reclocking unit, which is all encompassed or all built into one single chassis. Priced at £15,000, and that is without any internal SSD drives and without any CD ripping facilities. Those are things you'll need to buy as additional extras. Yes, there is, quite stiff competition from products like maybe Inuos's statement server, although that is a two-box design. Maybe 432 Evo's master server, again, a two-box design. The K50, being a flagship product, is a dual computer design. There is one computer to handle the music server aspects and duties, and then there is another computer to handle the music playback duties. And if we look at the rear of the K50, for starters, it's very nicely laid out, and it shows, I think, more of what the K50 offers. Firstly, there are 3 different slots that you can easily, as a customer, install SSD drives to act as your internal storage. And the K50 will support up to 24 terabytes of memory of data storage, and that's a hell of a lot of CDs. For input, you naturally have to connect the K50 to the network, and you plug that into the red labeled connector, and then there is a second network connector there, and just in case your DAC prefers to take signal via a network cable as opposed to maybe SPDIF or USB. There are 2 USB ports for connecting additional USB-based hard drives or storage if you already have them or want to use them. And there are 2 dedicated USB ports for connecting Antipodes K10 CD Ripper, which, as the name implies, is a CD ripping drive and system that you buy as a £700 additional extra. Moving across, we can see a single USB output for connecting the K50 to a DAC in what I would call a traditional way. But below, there are several different digital outputs from the R1i. The R1i is a dedicated, isolated, and individually powered digital output board. And what I like about it is it gives the user the choice and the flexibility to connect to their DAC with any number of different digital connections. And there is also a word clock connection if you have the need for one of those within your digital chain. And what I think is really fantastic about this aspect of the K50 is that down the line, if you want to change your DAC, you're not then stuck or restricted or limited by the connection that's in the K50. All of these different digital output connections are going to cover pretty much any different type of DAC or other digital product that you want to use with the K50. So that's flexibility and definite future proofing. Once you have all the hardware installed, it's time to configure the software aspect of the K50, which obviously is a crucial stage. And again, there's a nice amount of flexibility. To access the K50's menu system, you do something very cool. You open the Antipodes website, click on the My Antipodes tab, and up pops a page with every server that's on your network. And the K50 will show up as 2 because it has 2 different computers built in. Starting with the K50 server options, you can see you can use it with 7 different integration methods. Now, Roon is probably an obvious one, and an obvious one that will appeal to lots of different audio files. And I was using the K50 probably in its most basic fashion, just via UPnP. The Bubble DS app found the K50 server straight away and just play music very easily. But we do need to pay attention to the player configuration settings of the K50, because unlike the server aspect, you can integrate it into multiple different server setups if you want to. But when it comes to choosing the right player, then you can only choose one specific player. Using the K50 as a Roon endpoint would probably be of appeal to a lot of different audio files. However, if you have a subscription and you like to use HQ Player for its different DSP functions, then yeah, that might be more appealing to you. If you're not a Roon or HQ Player pay-in licensed customer, don't worry, you can still use the K50 either via Squeeze, which is more of a navigational system, or as I was, via UPnP through its MPD player option. Sometimes systems that have lots of options and flexibility can be more confusing than ones that don't. If you're in that position, if you're not sure which of these systems would best suit you, then my advice is to speak to the team at Elite Audio and just discuss it with them, and I'm sure they'll be able to advise you on the best method for you and how you want to listen to and play your music. Sound quality. What are the differences between a flagship level high-end music server or digital source compared to maybe a lesser one? Well, there's a lot of differences that we could talk about. I would rather you just have a listen for yourself, because I think the differences are really obvious and easy to hear. To give you a concise explanation, I would say the real difference is, yeah, the better the music server, the more music you hear, as opposed to a more digital sounding musical reproduction, and there's definitely less of that digital edginess and digital shoutiness. K50 very much sounded like the former. It impressed me with its clean sound and its smooth character, but not too smooth. It has nice soundstage clarity and good rhythm and good flow. It's normally very obvious and clear to me whether a manufacturer has paid attention to all the right details in order for a computer-based music server to sound very good. And I can say that's definitely what Antipodes have done with the K50. I was also very impressed by just how the K50 felt in my hands. It felt very heavy, it felt very solid, and it felt very well built. I also like ventilation or vents in that top plate, which means we can look inside and just see a little bit of the capacitors, just a little bit of those R-core transformers, and just a little bit of the different circuit boards. It's geeky, I know, but well, you know. And I also really like the simplicity of a single chassis design. K50 is a well-designed and a very polished overall product from the hardware and the software side of things, and you can tell that there's been a lot of thought and attentions to detail paid for the most important part, its sound quality. If the idea of the K50 music server is appealing to you, then my advice is speak to the team at Elite Audio and arrange to have a demonstration for yourself and to find out more about it. If you are also interested in the K50 server, but the £15,000 asking price is out of your budget, my advice to you is speak to the team at Elite Audio, because there are several products in the K range and in the S range which are at more affordable prices, but they're still trying to include and incorporate as much of the K50's design principles as possible. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. This has not been an in-depth review. If you'd like to see more in-depth reviews, come over and see me at the Pursuit of Perfect System YouTube channel or website. However, if you enjoy these product-focused types of videos, then definitely subscribe to the Elite Audio YouTube channel, because there's going to be a lot more coming soon. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.